Einstein's field equations cannot solve for more than one mass.
Yes, you can't solve them numerically with as an equation, but they...
So you can't solve this little problem that Brian's presented you with Einstein's field equations then? You cannot do it then? That would make you a liar.
You can solve it numerically. You can solve it numerically. Yes, you can't solve them numerically with as an equation. You can solve it numerically. Yes, you can't solve them numerically with as an equation.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present Beavis and Butthead.
But that's what it gives you. That's what the GPS gives you. It gives you your elevation with respect to this, not the center of the Earth, which some people say.
Some people? You mean like you?
Because the definition of elevation on a globe model is the distance from the center of the Earth.
And George.
Elevations are all the same distance from the center of the Earth.
Yes, he then tries to make a point that some people have said that elevation is relative to the center of the Earth.
Yeah, you.
Because the definition of elevation on a globe model is the distance from the center of the Earth.
And George.
Elevations are all the same distance from the center of the Earth.
It's all relative to this geoid, which does include the bulge, and that's what we mean by elevation. It's not relative to the center of the Earth. When we talk about elevation, it's relative to the ellipsoid.
Because the definition of elevation on a globe model is the distance from the center of the Earth.
Elevations are all the same distance from the center of the Earth.
It's all relative to this geoid, which does include the bulge, and that's what we mean by elevation. It's not relative to the center of the Earth. When we talk about elevation, it's relative to the ellipsoid.
Because the definition of elevation on a globe model is the distance from the center of the Earth.
And that's what we mean by elevation. It's not relative to the center of the Earth.
Rumpy, poster child of Baltar double-speaking numpties.
No one claims the geometric horizon is where the apparent horizon is when...
Sorry, we've only got one horizon. We don't have two horizons. We don't have an apparent horizon and a geometric horizon. We just have a horizon. It's just not geometric!
Correct.
Go on all cars. We have...
Numpty dipshit.
All cars, please assist. All cars, please assist.
So we don't have a geometric horizon on a globe Earth. Eh, Rumpy? Welcome to Flat Earth. Snacks are in the back, bathrooms on the left, DJs spinning requests. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. You're too stupid to realize you just torpedoed your entire fairy tale religion.
You are so dumb. Damn.
Elmer Fudd, Mr. Magoo, and Baby Huey are doubled over in the corner on the precipice of a tear-jerking belly laugher coma. Folks, this is tantamount to a Marxist denying that the abolition of private property was ever a tenet of communism, and the Roman Catholic Church saying, "Marry who?" You abject clown of epic proportions. From the U.S. Department of Defense, Horizon. In general, the apparent or visible junction of the Earth and sky, as seen from any specific position, also called the apparent, visible, or local horizon. So what exactly is the apparent local horizon that's visible? From the subject matter experts, National Geographic. The local horizon, also called the geometrical horizon, is the visible boundary between the Earth and sky. Oh, by the way, as we just heard, the geometric horizon is apparent!
Mute.
Yeah, well then, welcome to Flat Earth. Your model of a sphere Earth requires a geometric horizon to obscure things in the distance, for boats to go over, and to bend at altitude. If you are now disclaiming that we do not have a geometric horizon, then we don't have Earth curve geometry.
I told you 2.5 years ago how this worked, and you didn't remember.
You've just made it plain we don't have a geometric horizon. So what geometric position, moron? You don't have one!
We do, we do. We do.
Oh, so now we do. Only 30 seconds ago, ladies and gentlemen, he made it plain we don't have a geometric horizon, and now we do, we do.
No, we don't have a geometric horizon.
The fact that this flip-flopping retard rumpus has gone from it being geometric as a necessity, as per your model, to us not having a geometric horizon, and we never have, to now it being geometric again. If you can't recognise his flip-flopping and orthodox, it's because you're as retarded as him.
So we don't have a geometric horizon, then we do, and now we don't have a geometric horizon, right? When are you running for office of retardia?
It's a function of geometry.
No, it's not, because we don't have a geometric horizon. So the horizon is absolutely not a function of geometry. It's not geometric. We've debunked that with this image called the Black Swan, where we demonstrate that if it was physical and geometric, it would be in an impossible location based on the parameters of your own geometry. So we definitely don't have a geometric horizon.
I didn't say we did.
Are you serious?
We do, we do, we do.
Oh, so now we do.
Oh, son of a... That's gonna leave a mark.
Only 30 seconds ago, ladies and gentlemen, he made it plain we don't have a geometric horizon, and now we do, we do. Yeah, we don't. Welcome to Flat Earth.
Do you realize how many times you've destroyed your own argument today?
So what geometric position, moron? You don't have one!
We do, we do, we do.
Oh, so now we do.
Correct, we don't have a geometric horizon.
So what geometric position, moron? You don't have one!
We do, we do, we do.
Oh, so now we do.
Correct, we don't have a geometric horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Mute, mute, mute.
That's another appeal to format fallacy, isn't it now? So I gave him another opportunity to discuss his logical fallacy and his incorrect assertion that the citation says that the horizon's being loomed with respect to the horizon, which makes absolutely no sense. Andrew Young does not say that. He's not stupid like you, man. But you can appeal to format again when I give you an opportunity to speak, that it's the mute button that's the defence to this argument, which it isn't. That's a fallacy.
Mute, 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 mute.
Yes, third time in a row. Appeal to format. Yeah, I'm muting you so you don't get to talk through the devastating argument, as you normally do. We all know that. You claiming appeal to format is just going to appeal to the retards like yourself. You go, yeah, he muted him. Yet you could hear him, audience. Every time you heard him was an opportunity for him to address the fact he claimed looming explains the horizon looming. When Andrew Young, his citation, does not say that. He doesn't say the horizon's moving with respect to the horizon. That's nonsense. Let's see if he appeals to the format again when I give him a chance to address that.
Mute, mute, mute. Andrew Young.
Yeah. Mute, mute, mute. That's appeal to format fallacy. You're not addressing my argument. You're addressing the fact that when I speak, I don't want you interrupting, so I have to mute you. You don't give me any alternative.
Mute, mute, mute. You see, you've had lots of sentences, Nathan, and I've only had none.
I run the show. Mute, 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 mute. Mute is an appeal to format fallacy. You're never going to address your fallacious use of reasoning when addressing your incorrect citation from Andrew Young.
So we have Mr. Air is not the atmosphere and the second law doesn't apply to the Earth, 17 March 2020, performing his best impression of George Musser.
You understand they don't exist.
He's trying to... The horizontal ray paradox he's talking about is, in fact, quite difficult conceptually to cope with. And obviously, you being stupid, obviously, will have no chance. So he's trying to simplify it for people like you who don't understand how light rays work. The point is, ray tracing is used all the time in games and in simulations, and it works. The fact that he uses the word ray is different from the situation that Andrew Young is talking about.
We don't live in a fucking
you're
game.
too stupid to understand the difference.
We don't live in a game. We don't live in a game.
a realistic visual.
Sorry, I just want to Rumpus. Do you understand that they're not real? Rays.
Well, they can be treated as real. You don't understand it. You have no understanding of physics or science. You're not qualified to even ask me that question.
Newton had various ideas on this, but generally it's thought that Newton did not take his own law that literally, that there is a force reaching from one object out to another. However, you can act as if there were one.
What do you think? Do you deny that there are? So when you talk about a ray of light, laser light, then Nathan, are you denying they exist?
Gravity is not a force, but you can think of it as a force.
So Nathan, do you think laser beams are real or not?
However, you can act as if there were one.
The second law of thermodynamics does not apply to the Earth.
Well, we have you on record saying that. It's just...
Where have you got me on record saying that entropy doesn't apply to the Earth? I'd never say such a thing. The second law of thermodynamics does not apply to the Earth.
You are so dumb. Damn.
We know the world is rotating, and we know the atmosphere is not rotating very much with respect to the Earth, therefore the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth. It's very simple.
What the hell did you just say?
We know the world is rotating, and we know the atmosphere is not rotating very much with respect to the Earth, therefore the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth. It's very simple.
You serious?
Let me get this straight. My tire is rotating, but my bumper with respect to the tire isn't rotating very much. Therefore, my bumper is rotating with the tire. Eh? Is that what you're going for here? Mr. Magoo, Baby Huey, and Elmer Fudd are doubled over in the corner, dying from tear-jerking belly laugher syndrome. This gets exponential magnitudes worse for these abject morons. You see, folks, I was listening to the Jose J.G. Retard show live and heard Rumpy the Numpty say that cockamamie horsepucky. So I quickly wrote it up and sent it to Jose J.G. Retard within about 45 seconds while they were still live. Jose Retard then reads it back to Rumpy as if I made the comment and asked Rumpy what he thinks. Priceless.
This is from John Stonja, a.k.a. Quantum Eraser. And I quote, "The Rumpus, we know the world is rotating and we know the atmosphere is non-rotating very much with the respect to the Earth. Therefore, the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth." It's very simple. You agree with that comment, or what do you think about it?
I sure hope he agrees. He stated it word for word less than 2 minutes ago.
We know the world is rotating, and we know the atmosphere is not rotating very much with respect to the Earth, therefore the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth. It's very simple. Sorry, I got distracted by another comment. Sorry, can you repeat that?
Quantum Eraser says, we know the world is rotating, and we know that the atmosphere is non-rotating very much with the respect to the Earth. Therefore, the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth. It's very simple.
But it's contradicting.
But it's a contradiction. Yeah, that's right. Alert! Newsflash! You said it, Rumpus! You dumbass cracker! My word.
We know the world is rotating, and we know the atmosphere is not rotating very much with respect to the Earth, therefore the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth. It's very simple.
Calling all cars, calling all cars. We have
Numpty dipshit.
all cars, please assist. All cars, please assist.
Listen, here's some advice. You need to return to your true vocation, picking up cans alongside of the road. Supervised.
You are so dumb. Damn.
I'm the person telling you how reality is, and I'm always right. Entropy is not entropy just simply tells you how disordered something is.
Fatality.
No, it doesn't. You treat objects like women. From the legend, Professor Lambert, entropysite.oxy.edu. This view was broached partially in a previous article that showed disorder was outmoded and misleading as a descriptor for entropy. Footnotes 1 and 2. Again from Professor Lambert, entropy is not disorder, not a measure of disorder, not a driving force. From Chem Libre text, there is no basis in physical science for interpreting entropy change as involving order and disorder. Stating entropy talks about disorder is akin to Max Planck describing the ultraviolet catastrophe as stop, drop, and roll.
The second law of thermodynamics does not apply to the Earth.
Oh! The horizon is not horizontal. The horizon is not nothing to do with horizontal.
Are you serious? Are you serious? From mathopenreference.com, in geometry, a horizontal line is one which runs from left to right across the page. It comes from the word horizon, in the sense that horizontal lines are parallel to the horizon. The horizon is horizontal.
You are so dumb. Damn.
I'm always right. To prove something, you have to be able to logically do that by deductive reasoning.
You want to start over?
Let me finish. You cannot use deductive reasoning with science. It's all inductive.
Fatality.
Induction has nothing whatsoever to do with natural science, you delusional putz. From the King Cheese Philosopher of Science, Karl Popper, 1963, Conjectures and Refutations, via Wiki. As mentioned in the section, The Problem of Induction, Popper's response to the problem of induction is simply that induction is actually never used in science.
Uh-oh!
Back to Karl Popper, Conjectures and Refutations, via Wiki. Karl Popper, a philosopher of science, sought to solve the problem of induction. He argued that science does not use induction, and induction is in fact a myth.
Uh-oh! I'm always right.
You dumbass.
You cannot use deductive reasoning with science. It's all inductive.
Get lost, dummy.
Which means that invisible green pixies could be responsible for all the phenomena we put down in science. Invisible green pixies.
The second law of thermodynamics does not apply to the Earth.
Visible green pixies.
The second law of thermodynamics does not apply to the Earth.
Invisible green pixies.
The second law of thermodynamics does not apply to the Earth.
Invisible green pixies.
That's all, folks.